Hello, thank you for joining us. This is Thursday's edition of Business Nigeria. These are the top stories we are tracking for you at this time. Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima calls for unity to sustain President Tinubu's economic reforms. NNPCL seeks global investments at CERAWeek, citing robust regulatory reforms. Stocks skid gold gains as tariff wipes out inflation relief. Well, as always, let's start with our commodities market this afternoon and see what is playing out in that space. Gold again is doing pretty well, just like I reported in my introduction. 0.23% positive, selling for $2,952.60 an ounce. And that silver is also, well, down 0.51%. Copper for its $2.50. Platinum, $977.20. Of course, it's a mixed bag as always in this market. Let's take you to see some food products, produce here, agricultural produce, particularly corn, wheat, cocoa. We see that market, they are doing positive in the space. For corn, it's 0.76%. Wheat, 0.72% positive. And for corn, it's $464.25 for a ton of that. Cocoa, $8,355 for a ton of cocoa. Positive 53.00, and it's up 0.64%. For cotton, it is down 0.33%, and that's what we have for these commodities. Let's move to global oil markets as stocks skid gold gains as tariff wipes out inflation relief. Stocks sank in Asia today, reversing initial gains as worries about the economic impact of President Donald Trump's trade policies overtook early optimism of U.S. inflation. Gold climbed to within $10 of its record peak, and the safe haven yuan rallied while U.S. Treasury yields turned lower. Hong Kong Hang Seng slumped 1.4%, and mainland Chinese blue chips slid 0.7%. Japan's Nikkei gave much gains, as much as 1.4%, to last trading flat, while Taiwanese equities dropped 1.1%, all in red, bleeding. This market is bleeding this afternoon. South Korea's Kospi lost 0.4%. Australian stocks benchmark closed 0.5% and is now 10% off its record peak, struck on February 14th, confirming a technical correction. Futures pointed to a lower start for Wall Street at the reopen, with S&P 500 futures losing 0.5%, Nasdaq futures of 0.8%. Now, pan-European stock 50 futures slipped 0.5%. All of the markets today, like I said earlier, are still in red. Well, let's see the effects of this tariff. There's this back and forth with the tariff with regards to President Donald Trump and the U.S. tariff. Well, the crude oil price is now, the market edged down today after a surge in the previous session on a larger than expected draw in U.S. gasoline stocks as market weighed prevailing macroeconomic concerns against firm near-term demand expectations. Let's start with U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude. It is up 0.03% and is selling for $67.70 per barrel with an upward drive of 0.03%. Brent crude futures experience an upward price margin of 0.08% to sell at $71.01 per barrel, and it's up 0.08%. For Bonny Light is down 2.84% and is selling for $78.62 per barrel. For the OPEC basket, dealers offer $72.14 per barrel, and it is down 0.82%.